So everybody, welcome back to a brand new tech video. In today's tech video, I'm going to demonstrate what you can do on a Roku TV, what apps you can download onto the television, and whether I think it's worthy and whether it's valuable for the price point. So if you're going to find this video helpful and interesting, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, share out the content. With that being said, let's go. So, the first thing you do, everybody, is I turned on the TV, and this is how you got the sources, and these are the apps I've already installed to the TV already. So you got the regular, you got the BBC iPlayer, you got the ITVX, you got Channel 4, you got the Roku channel, you got the U app, My5, Disney Plus, Apple TV, YouTube you can use as well on there, Watch Free UK, Tubi. Bear in mind, everybody, the only downside is there is no VPN compatibility. I did try to install the one that I use, which is Surfshark, and there is no VPN app available as of this video being recorded. So I don't know whether they will be developed at a later time. But you can install Now, Prime Video, Netflix, Rumble, Pluto TV, a couple of radio apps like MyTuner, Film Rise, another radio app as well you can use. So that's the basics and catch up. So how you get to the apps, you scroll down to Stream and Store. Then you can install Sky News, Hey You, Vivo, all the all the different kinds of ones like the Independent. If you want to watch anything on the news channel, there you got Discovery Plus as well. But I'm pretty sure there is a set genre. So if I go into apps there, I go into apps, then movies and TV. So that's how I do it. So when you're on the movies and TV catalog, you'll see what's available to download. So you got Paramount Plus you can download, or add to the TV. It's relatively easy though, because if you say for instance if you wanted to add Paramount Plus, you just tap it with the select button, and then you click on the add app. So when I select this, it'll just then install it essentially. So as you can see, they're adding app. And this is the remote, everybody. So you can, you got your quick action buttons at the top. So Freeview, Play, Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple TV, Prime Video. You can pause and rewind live TV as well. But you do need to insert a flash drive, which is more than a 64 gig compatibility. So if you do plan to leaving the venue or the room where you are currently, up to 90 minutes, you can rewind the program that you missed out on or missing, provided that it's on the same channel. So if you do turn the channel over, you won't be able to access that pause function after it. I don't think you can record. I did look on the TV guide to see if there's any record functionality, but there wasn't. So you can use the live pause, which is quite good. I think it's really good that modern smart TVs have that for the ease of convenience. So if you ever had to leave for about 10 minutes, you're not missing out on the program you're currently watching. So yeah, when I go into movies and TV, I just go down, see what's available. If there is any apps, everybody, that you want me to see what's available on the Roku, let me know in the comments, and I will respond to those queries. But there's, some other apps I've not heard of. I've not heard of many of these, to be honest. It's way different to a Play Store. I think with Roku, it's got its own operating system. So this is how there's lots and lots of different apps you can get onto your TV. Some of them are, all of them are verified, but it's not something I've come across before. Like this one, for example, United Kingdom Entertainment. I don't know what that is about. So as you can see, a UK ain't. That is a buy app, so that's not free. The only thing is I could think of, everybody, that's more of an inconvenience, is you can't filter the free apps. So when you select an app, it could ask you to pay for it. That's the only negative I found at this moment about the Roku. I do think, though, they could filter it out. But then you can put some locks on the TV. So if anyone were to use your TV and you was worried about them buying apps and things from the from the App Store itself, You can block that from happening, I believe. But as you can see there, though, there's many apps on here. Off that briefly. We can look in the music library, or apps library. As you can see there, you've got BBC Sounds, Amazon Music, which is pretty good. Back to the 80s, music channel, Spotify. So got all the major popular ones. I don't think you've got Deezer on here though, but so I think Spotify and Amazon and Apple Music as well you have on here is probably the top three in terms of music streaming. Let's go into sports. Got some golf as well on there. That's about the sports ability in the sports genre. Let's look in media. Let's have a look, see what apps are within that category. So you can even got Rumble as well, ability, so you can install that to your TV, which I already have. As you can see there, you can see the screenshots of what it would appear on the TV as well. I don't know whether I can make it larger. Nope, I can't make it larger. So you can get Rumble on the TV. So that's just an example of how it would appear. So yeah, you get more of the popular ones. You don't get many. I don't think you get Facebook on here though. But you do get like Instagram Reels, which is quite cool. Let's go back off that. We're gonna go into the kids and family section in case you want to buy this TV, for a family. So this is all the relevant kids-related apps you can install to your television. Let's have a brief look on the news. So you can get GB News as well. So we just have one more little brief now on comedy, because you can't miss out on the comedy section. People might want to watch comedy-rated genre sitcoms and stuff. You can see there. So what I'm going to do is now, everybody, I'm going to show you what else you can do on the TV as such. So when I go into settings, everybody, and I go straight down to, I think it's system. There is the screen mirroring app. So how it works, everybody, is when you go into screen mirroring mode, you can either do it. It was already set as prompt by default, but I went down on my remote and I went always allow, because no one that I don't know is using my network. So the people that does screen mirror, it's not strangers accessing the the TV connections and stuff. But you can always allow it, or you can just prompt it. So when it means by prompt, someone's letting you know that it's a connection coming into your TV, and you can accept it or decline it. Now, it works familiar like Chromecast. You can, cast content from your laptops, cast, anything that's got a Chromecast functionality. All the major ones, like, if you wanted to do, like, phone to TV mirroring, I think it'll work like that. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll experiment with the screen mirroring. I might do a separate video about how it all works. But screen mirroring can be possible. If you're familiar with Chromecast and that setup, it works like that. You just go enable it on the settings for it to be achieved. So that's about the screen mirroring. You can also update the software. I think mine's already updated though, so I'll just give it a brief little check just to make sure. Oh, so mine isn't updated, so we'll come back to that when it is actually done, unless it's going to be really quick. Oh, it's done already. So it's about the system update, the software updates. I'm going to talk now about more of the live TV sort of thing. So this TV ability, or all Roku TVs will have it, unless you have it bought from a third party. I had this from eBay, it is worth to mention. A really good price, so it's refurbished, and I had it for about more or less over £100, which is, quite fair. It's really a good bargain. It's a 43-inch in size, and these vary in retail outlets for £180, brand new, but it's worth looking around, getting yourself the best price possible. I got it with the aerial socket, but all of them will cover it. The only thing I will say is if you're buying it from a selling site, read the descriptions, because if they sell it without the aerial or the aerial socket not working, you won't be able to access the live TV section of the TV. Instead, you'll have to plug in a third-party box, like a Sky Q box or a third-party Freeview box to access the live channels. So it's worth to keep that in mind. So I've already tuned the antenna in everybody. So when I select live TV, I'm then greeted with this operation. So when I go onto the plus and minus section of the remote, I can then move the channels up and down, or change channels without any stress whatsoever. And then I can go into Freeview Play at the top. And then when I go into Freeview Play, I can go into the guide section of the list. And then you'll have a fully fledged TV guide, and this will look like this. Now, channels will vary, everybody. There's not a guarantee you get all the channels listed here. It all depends when you tune it in, what channels you'll receive. You could receive a lot more different channels. You could even receive less channels. It just varies what the aerial will pick up. But as you can see there, all the major popular ones like E4 and BBC and things is on the TV, so which is pretty good. And you get a really good operation guide. You can just press the forward button on the remote and it works really good. It's really detailed and you can see it surprisingly good. So that's about the guide. I'm not sure if I'm missing out on anything here. The only thing I will say is, everybody, if you haven't tuned it in for the first time, just click on the star button. And then as you can see there, you can rescan live channels. So if you want to refresh the aerial connection in the hope of maybe getting more channels or getting channels you had before and it was, erroring, you can rescan it, and you can also set live TV pause at that moment. I wouldn't suggest, selecting the remove input, because I'm not sure how you retrieve it back. It's not something that's deleted from the TV. I'm just not sure where it will be. I've never done that, so I would just leave that as it is. You can move the input, though. So if you want more organization of your layout, you can move it. You can rename it as well, which I find the renaming really handy, because if you, put a third-party box, you can rename it just so if you wanted to navigate it quicker, you can just, go on HDMI 1 or that's that box there, and you know what that device will be. But yeah, it's good that you can move the ability, so I'll just demonstrate quickly how it works. So when I go into the star, move app, and as you can see there, it's moving up, across, and down, or wherever you want to put it. So yeah, it's really good for simplicity. It's really good for a no stress operation, like like Amazon Fire. With all them adverts, it makes it incredibly annoying to get around the layout and the design. It makes it more frustrating. But for simplicity use and ease of navigation, this TV is easy, worth it. You get all the popular apps, and with a third-party box or an aerial, you can make the most of the TV, like maximize it a bit. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. If you already got a Roku TV yourself, let me know. If you've got any recommendations of content, let me know in the comments, and I'll see everybody next time.